The president of the Media Research Center is Brent Bozell, and he joins me now. Brent studies the media and what they're up to. So I've got two questions for you, Brent. Number one, how is the media covering the campus unrest? And then deal with how the media is covering Trump trials. Start with the campus unrest, please.
Okay, campus unrest. There's a rule, a normal rule about reporting, which is the analysis before an event or after an event is where you see real bias. But when it's hard news of an event, it tends to be pretty good. Well, there are exceptions to the rule, and we're talking about an exception to the rule. There are three things, elements of this in the hard news phase that Fox is covering. They should all be covering, but they're not. The first one we just heard, the agitators, the professional people who are causing trouble funded by radical left-wing groups. How is that not a story? Second, the comments that are being made, the chants, Hamas, we love you, we support your rockets too, putting up signs that say final solution from the river to the sea, all these messages that say kill Israelis. Not the political, kill Israelis. And then the third element, the big one that's been missing here, is this is all couched under a pro-Palestinian. It is not pro-Palestinian, it is pro-Hamas. And they're not saying it. They're not saying that this is endorsing a radical terrorist movement that slaughters thousands of Israelis. Second, Donald Trump.
Yep.
You're seeing surveys that are showing this. Why is Donald Trump going up in the polls? Because the public is seeing the puppet trials that are taking place right now. I think they're saying this is fundamentally unfair. Yeah. This guy is being kept off the campaign trail through these ridiculous lawsuits that are being thrown at him. When he's going up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points in the polls while he's sitting in a courtroom, that tells you that the public is fed up with this and it's backfiring on the left.
Next one, Brent. I want you to listen to what MSNBC's Nicole Wallace said about the threat Trump poses to democracy. Roll it, please.
Depending on what happens in November, 7 months from right now, this time next year, I might not be sitting here. There might not be a White House Correspondents' Dinner or a free press. While our democracy wouldn't exactly fall apart immediately without it, the real threat looms larger. A candidate with outward disdain, not just for a free press, but for all of our freedoms and for the rule of law itself.
Okay, Brent, Wallace thinks Trump will destroy democracy. Do you think the media is destroying democracy?
Those same people that are chanting that Trump is trying to end democracy had nothing to say when there were attempts in 36 of the 50 states of the United States to keep Donald Trump off the ballot. And the Supreme Court, by a unanimous 9-0 vote, declared it was unconstitutional, that it was, in fact, an attack on democracy.
Right.
And it's these same hypocrites who are doing this. Welcome to today's world.
It never changes. Great stuff, Brent. Come and see us again. Don't be a stranger, okay?
Thanks, Stuart.
See you soon. Thanks.